you're eating.
So in terms of the nutrition that really supports our immune function, it's really our vitamins, and these are our ACE. I should have put it in the format of ACE. So ACED, ACE.
Okay, aced it. Okay, got
aced it. Yeah. So remember that. So that's vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, and vitamin D. And I've listed the foods here that are quite rich in these vitamins. Now, there's a really good useful resource which I'll show you. This should work if I click on this link. If this doesn't work, Jane, let me know. Are you going with me? You're following me? Or
I'm onto your PowerPoint screen at the moment. The non-play one.
Okay, so so anyway, it's not following my screen, so I got to.
If you unshare and you say, rather than just share screen, share the whole worktop, that might work for us.
Okay, share entire desktop, share screen.
It's interesting you've got their A's, so sweet potato, carrot, and pumpkins. What if you've got a kid that won't eat those things?
Good question.
Do you give them vitamins?
Yeah. So vitamins is a good backup. Obviously, we absorb foods a lot better because it's just in the right concentrations and really absorbed well by the cells. Yep. Vitamins can be much higher in concentration and depending on the vitamin quality. So there's such a wide variety of forms of which you can get vitamins in terms of their complexes. So some absorption is not so good as others. But yeah, so again, as a backup, yes, you could get some vitamins. Yeah.
Let's see if we can make that link work again. Seeds, and I think we're going to.
I'm just.
My food data.
Yes.
We followed you.
Awesome. So this is fantastic. It's from a reputable database. It's administered by a university in the States, and so you can go up to food list and go, look, I'm wanting to check out the vitamin A foods. It gives you a bit of preamble here as to what vitamin A is good for. And you keep scrolling down, you'll see the foods. And it's generally those yellow, orange, red foods in terms of vegetables and fruits. Okay. So that's a really good source. Just going back to the PowerPoint.
My food data. Okay, cool.
myfooddata.com.
So we're aced, and then there's glutamine.
Yeah, so this is amino acid glutamine. So glutamine really helps with gut health as well as immune health. So you probably heard of that gut immune, the way in which it interacts with one another. So glutamine, get it from your bone broth, your meats. You can also get it, for the vegetarians and vegans, legumes and beans. Zinc is also another important mineral, and that's rich with oysters, hemp seeds, and you've got your meats, in particular beef and shiitake mushrooms. Some other foods that you'll generally cook with, so garlic and onion are very antimicrobial, antiviral, antibacterial. They're fantastic, same as all these herbs here. So lemon balm, basil, sage, oregano, thyme, and rosemary. These mushrooms, so many scientific papers have been published around the benefits of shiitake and reishi mushrooms. You can buy these in certainly shiitake mushrooms in Harris Farm.
Is that like you can get those at Woolies, Coles?
I haven't seen them at Woolworths. I've definitely seen the shiitake mushrooms at Harris Farm.
We don't have Harris Farm down here in Melbourne.
Oh, really? Oh, no. So it's certainly at the markets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mentioned gut health, and this is where prebiotics and probiotics come into it. So prebiotics is what feeds the probiotics or the bacteria. And gut health is, I guess, all these microorganisms that occupy our gastrointestinal tracts, and they work in this symbiotic relationship with us. So we feed them, they feed us. And if we work together, we have a great team. If we don't work together, that's when we have health implications. So you've probably heard of some of the probiotics. It's your fermented foods. So it's your kombucha, it's your kefir, your kimchi, sauerkraut, all those. Your prebiotics are your fruit and vegetables, and your grains and legumes. I guess lastly is just finishing it as to what is a good diet. You know, obviously all those nutrients and vitamins, minerals I've mentioned are very good for the immune system, but what's good overall? So I like to get back to that bigger picture, and it's having this as your plate. And so you're probably thinking, what the hell are you talking about here? You've got 1/3 acidic and 2/3 alkalizing. I'm going to jump into that. So yeah, acid forming, and so it's how it metabolizes in the body. So it's not as it tastes. So you know, you're probably thinking vinegar or apple cider vinegar or lemon or anything like that. They actually metabolize as alkaline. So these foods here, if you can see it, if you can't, I can share the document with Jane, and she can put it up on your property success. So it's typically your animal products, your proteins, your cheeses are very high in terms of the acid forming. And the reason why we want to have this balance of this 1/3, 2/3 is to work with the body around alkalizing the blood. And you've probably heard of detoxification and all this. This is, I guess, along the lines of detoxification, allowing our body to work optimally, you know, is to get the blood in the right pH range. And this gets us in that right range. So, you know, you look at the typical Western diet, it'll be 2/3 acid and 1/3 alkaline. And that's why we have so much chronic diseases. So yes, you can live like that, you know, into 2/3 acid and 1/3 alkaline, but it will catch up with you later on in life. And so if you really want to get your health back on track, it's getting your plate looking more like this.
So the green section is really fruit and veg.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's no surprise. If you can see this, you know, it's you look at your green smoothie, it's very alkalizing. And so the more negative, the higher the negative, the more alkalizing, the higher the positive, the more acidic in terms of the way in which it metabolizes. So you see pumpkin seeds down here, -14. You know, you got banana chips dehydrated, -10, but you know, then you got to be concerned about the fructose.
So tell me this, you know how they say drink the apple cider vinegar in the morning before you do anything?
Yeah. So
that's really,
it's alkalizing, as well as it's stimulating the digestive enzymes. So it's getting the body prepared for food. So that's what that's really good for. But you talk to your dentist and they'll say, don't do it too much because you'll take the enamel, the white, off your teeth. So it's the balance. It gets back to balance.
Okay, so here's a question left field. I'm just pretending I'm a questioner here. I've been drinking alkaline water through an alkaline filter for the last year or so.